begin with an exclusive news break first. On a day the Supreme Court extended the time given to the special investigating team that's probing Madhya Pradesh's notorious exam scam, the Congress's charge against Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chouhan has got validation from an independent laboratory. These are the Excel sheets that the Congress has produced before, and these are before they were allegedly tampered, which name Shivraj Singh Chouhan 48 times according to a forensic laboratory in Bangalore. They have now been submitted in court. The source of these and other incriminating documents is a forensic officer now turned whistleblower. Prashant Pandey is the one who is now a key witness against the Chief Minister. Let's go right across to my colleague Sunetra Chaudhary, who has him with us. Sunetra, what are the details that Prashant Pandey, the whistleblower, is giving in this case? Will this all stand up in a court of law? What more do we know at this point?
Well, perhaps what the Congress is claiming as a major victory today is these documents which have been verified by Truth Labs, that is headed by Dr Gandhi, who used to be part of the Hyderabad CDFT. So quite a prestigious organization, and because they have verified it, Congress has put it into court and saying that their documents, which they claim is untampered, actually show Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chouhan's complicity. But the person who gave them that has never spoken before, and for the first time he is here with us now, Prashant Pandey, who used to be that forensic officer. He's here with us. Anand Rai also used to be one of the key people in this scam. We'll talk to him as well. But Prashant Pandey, it's through you that they got this material, which
yes,
the untampered version.
In some ways you can establish.
Which Congress got it first, which you gave to the Congress.
Exactly, you can say that because it was a raw data initially, and we further elaborated with the version whatever you are having right now.
Okay, now just to tell our viewers, today you went to Delhi High Court. Last month you went to Delhi High Court, and the Delhi High Court has now issued a notice which protects Prashant Pandey as a whistleblower, and which says that before he's arrested, that other authorities have to be told, because you fear a vindictive action from the Madhya Pradesh government.
Yes, exactly. I was expecting that from the government or the police authorities working there, because at that moment of time what exactly happens is the MP police and STF became two different bodies, and here what happens is MP police had acted against me. They might be having that fear in their mind, that if this people remains outside with public domain, so they might release the actual contents whatever
Prashant,
they have.
I want to explain to the viewers exactly what you revealed about the Chief Minister and how you did it so. Can you just explain to them in August? In August is when you first became a whistleblower.
No, actually it was in July itself. I'm a digital forensic engineer, and I'm working with lots of law enforcement agencies across the country itself since last 8 years. So it was quite obvious for some peoples or some agencies there to ask for the assistance whatever they did. And while working with them through many of the on the record and off the record activities both, I got some sort of images whatever it occurred.
These
and
images
later,
you got? The images which showed...
The images of actual hard disk, you can say.
Okay.
Though it was not entirely complete, still there was some part of it. So initially I didn't took very important notice in that. But later when I started working with STF, as STF called me up, I'm having their calls, their messages, and entire records are there, even to their own CCTV records. You can see that I was working with them. While working with them, what I personally notice is there are certain things which are still missing out of the investigation records or whatever they were going to. And when I raised the issue to someone, 1, 2, 3 peoples, that there are some more things which should be added in the investigation, then exactly they started creating trouble for me. Somehow, somewhere, some intelligence officers from MP government visited my office as well. It is also on the record, and they just wanted to know. Then they make a false case, as I was coming out of the STF police station itself. The day when I was working with them since last say 2-3 years, And when I come out, they arrested me. They another authority, that is MP police.
Ankita, just to kind of tell you what Prashant is referring to is that because he'd been with the forensic team, with the government he was working, he had original data. And so he expected that to come out in the course of the investigation. When they didn't tally, remember this case goes back to 2013. When it didn't tally, even 2 years, a year down the road when they were filing their charge sheet, when he saw that there was a difference in what he had and what the government had produced, that's when he raised an alarm. And when he raised an alarm and asked those uncomfortable questions, he claims it's at that time then the STF actually also plastered some cases against him for leaking information. And the Congress, of course, says that those are politically motivated. So Prashant Pandey...
Sorry to interrupt you in between that. It was not exactly the STF who probed the false cases, but it was MP police.
MP police,
even that was very different part, because STF was not at all there involved with anything. Even STF supported, because as I was working with STF, so there was no point of objecting.
Do you fear the MP government?
Yes, exactly. The MP government and rest of the MP police apart from the STF.
And in one or two lines, we don't have that much time. What do you say is the Chief Minister's role according to you, which they of course say that he's not at all involved. They've made the governor part of the case. They've also said the names of Uma Bharti have also come up. How do you say as a whistleblower the Chief Minister is implicated?
I cannot conclude anything as a suspect, but I can make it very sure that they should elaborate their investigation part. That they are missing so many important things, so many important parts were there, which they simply ignored.
Okay.
And I suppose once they got through, then there could be many more things comes into notice, like the corruption in Patwari recruitments, and even MP PSC is also in that.
Okay, so
there were records matching that.
Right. So Ankita, the whistleblower, telling us the story of how he got these documents out.
Okay, so Netra, stay with us, because I'm going to take some of those points raised by Prashant Pandey over to the BJP spokesperson GVL Narasimha Rao, joining us on the phone line at this point. Mr. Narasimha Rao, you actually heard Prashant Pandey actually say most of those things, but let me just reiterate some of those points there. This is the whistleblower of the Vyapam exam scam speaking to NDTV, saying that he chose to speak up when he realized that there were distinct differences between the papers that he had originally seen and investigated and what was finally presented. And he felt that the Madhya Pradesh police had a role to play. How do you respond to these allegations now that they have been verified in a sense or authenticated? And here we have a whistleblower who has authenticated those Excel sheets that the BJP so far has completely denied the authenticity of, saying that the Madhya Pradesh police had a role to play in at least hiding some of the evidence that was there.
I would only say that this person who is speaking on behalf of the Congress party, or whom you all have referred to as so-called whistleblower, is also a part of the lies factory, not the truth lab, but the lies factory that has been unleashed by Kapil Sibal, Digvijay Singh, who have always been masters at this game.
Mr. Narasimha Rao, are you denying that this forensic expert was a part of the probe team?
Let me raise some valid questions. First, these people had claimed, first of all, there is no record or evidence or information that is available which suggests that this person, the so-called whistleblower, was actually engaged by the state, by the STF. There is absolutely nothing to suggest that. Number two, this was claimed earlier that a copy of the original hard disk is available with this person who has made it available to the Congress party. But today what they claim is what they have a file, an Excel file, which is copied on a pen drive. I think this is bizarre. The allegations themselves are bizarre. Creating an Excel sheet datelined 2013 or 2012 is something, is a child's play. Anybody can do it.
So you continue to insist that these Excel sheets are forged. Is that the allegation? Is that your counter allegation, sir, that these Excel sheets are forged? Is that what you're saying? Despite the fact that they came from a member of the original probe team.
Because once again, let me add a sentence. 48 names which Digvijay Singh repeatedly to as people who where the name of the word CM is mentioned. None of these, you see, just because somebody creates, Digvijay Singh gets an Excel file created, it does not become evidence. On the contrary, all these 48 people have been investigated, and none of them have remotely referred to anything to do with Chief Minister in any of their attempts to succeed in the efforts that they were making.
Okay, let me take that back.
It's completely a kind of a set of a web of lies that they have done in 2G scam, the zero loss theory that was propounded by Kapil Sibal. This is yet another attempt in simply tarnish the image of a popular chief minister.
All right, let me take that back to Sunetra Chaudhary and the whistleblowers who are with her. Sunetra, you've heard now what the BJP has to say about this. They say there is no supplementary evidence really apart from these Excel sheets. They continue to question the veracity or the authenticity of these Excel sheets. They are in fact saying that the so-called whistleblower is somebody that the Congress has brought forward to authenticate its version of events.
Ankita, very significant. I was telling these whistleblowers what GVL Narasimha Rao was saying, what the BJP is saying, and they just told me something very, very significant. They're saying that before they took their, revelations to the Congress party, to Digvijay Singh, they apparently approached the BJP also to fix things in the state. They also approached two union ministers?
Definitely we did. And
who are they? Who are the two union ministers?
One is Mr. Kailash Vijayvargiya. I had a personal meeting with him at his home itself.
He's a Madhya Pradesh minister.
Yes, he's one of the minister and some senior bureaucrats also. But we just wanted to make this thing mentioned in the country itself.
Okay.
We wanted the senior BJP leaders to take notice of this, that this investigation should be on a broader part, and there are so many things which are missing to get through. So kindly have a look over it, but unfortunately we had no choice. We just had
what
no
did
choice
Kailash Vijayvargiya say to you?
They said, okay, we'll meet some, I'll let you talk to Amit Shah as soon as possible.
Did you speak to Amit Shah?
No, not exactly.
No. You expected them to go to...
Yes, definitely we needed
did they take your complaints about the Chief Minister forward?
I don't know whatever they did, but I had mentioned all the things, whatever I had in my mind.
Okay, Ankita, maybe Mr. Narasimha Rao will respond to these revelations that not only did the whistleblower give it to the Congress party, they also approached the Madhya Pradesh minister, Kailash Vijayvargiya, and also some state government officials.
All right, Mr. Rao, if you're still with us, a quick response to that.
I want to respond to this. I think the fact that these people were going around meeting different political people to sort of sell the data that was in their possession, possibly with an intention for a commercial angle. Why would they do it? No whistleblower needs to go to any political party and claim anything that they have. They should simply have gone ahead into the media if they were genuine. Number one. Number two, these gentlemen claim that he was actually working at the behest of the STF. So indirectly, he is himself saying he was involved in plagiarism. He was stealing information. If at all, what his claims are to be taken on face value. He was earlier indulging in stealing of information. Now he wants to sell that information and make money out of it. And obviously, the intentions are not. I think it would be.
Well, I think unfair to bring up money because he has presented this evidence in court, sir, and has asked for whistleblower protection as well. GVL Narasimha Rao, thank you for joining us with your views. Prashant Pandey and Sunetra Chaudhary, thank you also for being with us.